Can't say I saw that one coming. How about y'all, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to RanDOTA. As always, I am D, your host for the show where the meta doesn't matter. Still in the pick stages, as we can see. Radiant are up to their just had their fourth pick, which was the Morphling. Give me a second. While the Dire currently have 3 of their 5. Lich, Phoenix, Morphling, and Skywrath is an interesting mix. Because you've obviously got the carry and the Morphling in. What is with Ursa being picked up so much recently? I've seen a lot. You see a lot more of the Very Angry Bear. But I'll admit, the big reason I wanted to do this is one of the players in here is supposedly Liquid's mind control. So we'll see. I'm not gonna say which side mind control is on, or which character he's playing. Let's see, Silencer, Phantom Lancer, Ursa, Omni Knight, and Bounty Hunter. This is going to be an odd one, I think. Final pick.
Tinker.
Boosh. Having the Tinker in play is effectively saying, this is our mid laner, good luck, we're going to split push. Because that's what Tinker does at the end of the day. Although this begs the question, for the Dire, who's a solid mid laner for us? And we have a pause right off the bat. So I'll have to free cam. Okay, I don't know why we even had the pause.
This one is indubitably in the bag.
Alright then.
It goes without saying. This one is in the bag.
Alright, let's go ahead and introduce our team, shall we? Starting with the Radiant this time, we have Shelby on the Skywrath Mage, currently in the top lane, helping out Gorlum on the Lich. They are up against Tigran Mounts, I don't know. Playing on the Silencer, anyway. Who is helping out Thiago Espina, playing on the Ursa for the Dire. Comprende is on the Tinker in the mid lane for the Radiant. Whereas the mid laner for the Dire, it's looking like MC is right, playing the Phantom Lancer, who's going to be getting some... Don't bite me like that, cat. Not right now. Sorry, one of my cats is joining me for this. We have Kisco playing the Bounty Hunter, currently just wandering around. Bottom lane for the Radiant, though, we have 1, 2, 3 on the Phoenix, and a name I cannot read playing the Morphling. They're up against Tipo, playing the Omni Knight. And currently, the Bounty Hunter, who is... They've done a ton of damage already to this Morphling. He's got to morph strength if he wants to survive this, but he's morph... Yeah, he's... Yeah, there we go. He's now morphing strength.
The battle begins.
Actually, he's morphing... Yeah, he is. He's just running straight for the mid lane. That's going to be a bad start for this Morphling. He needed to be in lane. He needed to be getting levels and experience and gold. Up here on the top lane, Shelby has used up a ton of mana already. Not quite sure what that's about. You don't need constant attention, cat. Arcane Curse already leveled up by the Silencer, so we got that. Kind of surprised Lich didn't start with Sacrifice. That's usually the starting play for the Lich. Instead he went for Frost Blast. We'll see. Problem is, debuffs don't really work against Ursa once he gets going, because Enrage burns off all debuffs when he pops it. Or anything that he's... any current debuffs. You can disable him after that, but... Meanwhile, here in the mid lane, Tinker's not having a good day. He's already down a level on the Phantom Lancer. Well, actually he's down about... No, he's caught up. Never mind. Ursa Actually, they've got a good lineup here to slow down the Ursa. If the Lich can keep his mana level. There it is. Picking up a point in sacrifice. Meanwhile, the Glaives coming out from, and the Arcane Curse coming out from the Silencer, but Thiago's gonna go down here to Shelby. There's our first blood.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Problem is, Gorlam not gonna make it out of this thanks to Arcane Curse. Well, down here in the bottom lane, the Morphling, I mean, the Adaptive Strike is good and all, but he's gotta be ready for this. These don't share a cooldown, so...
I claim it.
Speed Tinker. Who's just gonna run... Is he gonna run down? No, he's not. He doesn't have his missiles up. Oh, this is... The Doppelganger comes out, and MC is right. Might have gotten this one. Oh, no, he doesn't have the mana to follow it up. Although the Bounty Hunter could have probably made something happen there. Rockets come out. They know Bounty Hunter's here. There he is. Comes out of stealth with the Janata. Phantom Rush comes forward. Doppelganger forward as well. The illusions are going. But Comprende's got help on the way, but it's not going to be fast enough to save him. And in comes the Arcane Curse. The Silencer's here now as too. And the Bounty Hunter is low, but... Oh, they're gonna TP in the Phoenix next. They're committing a lot to this. Tinker's coming back to his lane, but... The Arcane Bolt is gonna go, because you can't actually evade that. Bounty Hunter denying himself by going into the ancient camp. Gorlam against... I was gonna say... What the... We have an electrified river? That just looks like it's... bad static texture, or not really. It's not a bad texture, but it looks like the river's like looks like the river texture's messing up. Arcane Curse onto the Tinker. 1, 2, 3 just flies through with the Icarus dive, and does manage to scare off the Silencer, who takes a huge amount of damage from that laser. If he can get and there's the Flame Spirit. Meanwhile. The Bounty Hunter and the Ursa both fall. And the Morphling getting a double kill down here by knocking down the Omni Knight.
Alms for the dead.
There you go. This has been a very mobile game so far. The only one who's at 6 so far is the Morphling, or at least the only one with the ultimate. In fact, he is the only one at 6. Oh, Tinker getting punched on by the Phantom Lancer, but oh, we got a very angry bear coming in. Out comes the Earthshock. Comprende's not going to make it out of this. The Bounty Hunter gets it, but oh, the Lich, he came in at the wrong damn time. Meanwhile, killing spree for the Morphling on the bottom lane as he goes in and takes down the Silencer this time. That Replicate. Morphling is probably one of the most versatile heroes now, thanks to that Replicate ability.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Couple of hits coming in, but no real threat to the Tinker at the moment. The Tinker does already have part of what he needs. What he needs now is to get his Boots of Travel going. And his Soul Ring.
Regeneration.
Generation for the... Oh! Tink... They managed to shut down the kill streak there.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Ursa's got 2 Orbs of Venom. I don't think those stack. But, we'll see. Hasted Bounty Hunter comes in, out of stealth, just slashes on the Comprende and gets the kill there. Just barely saving his teammate, the Phantom Lancer. The Bounty Hunter's actually doing some good work so far.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They might need another... oh, hold that thought. Gorlum, is he going to make it out of this? Thiago is actually in trouble here. He's way behind the lines. That turret shot's going to get him. They're trying to get the Omni Knight, and they're gonna. This time the Phoenix getting the double kill. Well, kind of. Wow. We're now in the middle. The river is now in the middle of a... Isn't that just a Prince song? If you don't get what I'm talking about, there's the song Purple Haze. Comprende going down here. Maybe. Oh, the seal. Not enough to stop the... Not quite enough to stop.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, that Observer Ward, Ancient Seal goes out. Arcane Bolt to follow up. Is the Shrine's not going to be enough. Shelby gets it.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Believe me.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The Radiant do need to work on getting more sentries out. Because they've got a Bounty Hunter who's been very active. He's been involved in 6 of his team's 7 kills. Arcane Curse onto the Lich this time, but the Ancient Seal follows up, and there goes the Silencer, but they get a revenge kill instantly onto the Lich through the Bounty Hunter. So many Arcane Bolts. Phantom Lancer rushes forward, jumps out with the Doppelganger. He's going to the Phoenix here, which probably for the best, ultimately, because Tinker is mostly a split pusher. He's not a great fighter. But that said, he does turn around and get a good laser shot. Ursa does get a kill onto the Morphling. Dominating streak now as the Bounty Hunter actually gets a kill onto the Tinker. Meanwhile, Gorlum using the first Chain Frost we've seen gets a kill, ends up getting a double kill on the Omni Knight and the Ursa, so he's gonna get some good speed there. If he goes for it, he could actually, in theory, triple kill. That's what I was at. That's what we were after. If he goes for a Scepter here, he could actually become super dangerous in teamfights. He would have to become the primary target. Or one of them.
Is mine.
Radiant's top tower.
Alright, give me 1 second. I need to turn scroll speed down again.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
That's a little better. Tier 1 on the bottom does fall, and the Morphling actually not only got that, but he also got the Silencer kill. Heal Bomb from the Omni Knight's gonna hurt him, but he's not dead yet, so he's a good chunk of the way to his Lincoln Sphere. He does need about 3,300
Radiant's
to get it, but meanwhile, the Bounty Hunter actually gets the Courier Snipe. Hi, kitty. They know the bounty hunter's around here. Oh, Morphling just turns and starts shooting him. Waveform forward into the adaptive strike, but not going to be quite enough. Less than 90 HP on that bounty hunter as he escapes.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
None of those are the real Phantom Lancer, of course. Skywrath TPing out. Lich stays behind now. Oh, that might have been the wrong thing to do, Lich. Ursa does not currently have his Blink Dagger, but he's getting it. Now goes another Chain Frost. It's bouncing. It bounces the right direction. Done. But they do manage a good Delta split, so nobody dies from it. Oh, the Tinker's coming in. Can he get... No, he cannot. The great timing on that Global Silence stops the Tinker from being able to kill the Ursa. The Silencer does pay for it with his life, but out comes the egg. Bounty Hunter's burning to death. Just gonna burn to death under that Fury. And Omninet comes in, actually takes it. Takes the stun hit. That said, Silencer still got the kill on the Tinker, huh? Omninet has to pop Repel on himself. Tier 1 on top is going to be under serious threat now that Morphling's here, and he is also level 11 already. He and the Skywrath are the only two at double-digit levels right now. Out comes the Sunray straight onto the Omni Knight.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Does Sunray actually do magical? Yeah, it does. There goes the tier 1 on top lane. Can they save the... Yeah, they can definitely save the tier 1 on mid lane. Comprende came into the wrong part of town because he's surrounded mostly by Phantom Lancer. There's a good Earthshock. I don't think it actually hit. Turns around. Diago actually gets lasered, so that means he's going to miss for a while. The Sunray comes out. He could be using this to heal the Tinker, but it's not going to matter because Gorlem comes in and Frost blasts the bear down. Meanwhile, Tigran kind of taking a ton of punishment. There's the Rod of Atos. He got that quick. Can the Arcane Bolt's actually going to finish off Silencer? Meanwhile, Comprende getting a kill on the... Tinker getting a kill there on the... Oh, that's horrible. That was a dieback. That was a dieback for the PL. That's especially bad right now. So early. Meanwhile, the Bounty Hunter gets just blown up. The Courier has respawned, and there's a very angry bear decided, you know what? Screw this. I'm killing everything in my way, except, you know, not. As the Tinker picks up his double kill, taking down the bear. The Omni Knight gets hit with the Rod of Atos as well. He has to use he once again has to use Repel to get away. Oh, if only there'd been a creep there, that would have been a great bounce, but it's not. Doesn't matter, because they might still have the Omni Knight here. He does get another use of his purification, but it doesn't matter, because the Lich just does so much damage. Tier 2 on the bottom is also gone, as the Morphling just cleans up house. The Radiant are just winning all over the map. The Dire have to if they want to stand and fight them, they basically have to do it as a 5-man. Problem is, a lot of the Dire, don't have the levels they need for this. Their mid laner, the Phantom Lancer, is at 9. Their Omni Knight is the highest level right now at level 10. He just doesn't, and he's just not a leader in terms of fighting like that. They do manage to take down the Skywrath. The Silencer does manage to take down the Skywrath, but in exchange for the Bounty Hunter, who's one of their best. Or I should say, one of their best hopes. The Morphling uses the Doppelganger to try and get away from the Ursa. Morphs back into himself, waveforms away, turns back into Phantom Lancer, back into himself. Drops the Adaptive Strike, just turns and fights and destroys the Ursa under the tower. This is where the Dire are falling apart, though. It's because the Radiant, somebody starts fighting them, they do something, or somebody starts trying to gank one of the Radiant, they do the smart thing and retreat. Frostblast from the Lich. He's got to live for one more second, and then he can chuck. If he can just get a good Chain Frost here, he does throw out one, but the Mystic Flare is actually what ends up sealing it with a double kill for Shelby. Even using the Even using the Phoenix egg. That was a bit of a waste of that, but hey. Can you still get this? Yeah. Because if you don't know what the scepter does for Phoenix, I'd have to look into it, but it used to be that you could take somebody within a certain range, somebody on your team within a certain range of you into the egg with you, and they would get all the benefits of it. So they would get full health and mana, and reset all cooldowns on their basic abilities. Meanwhile, I mean, this I made a big deal out of the Tinker, but he's had some impact on this game, just not as much as you'd expect. But that's not because he's being a bad Tinker. He's a 5.6.7 and 61 creep score. It's just that the Skywrath, the Morphling, they've had much bigger impacts. Tinker takes a while to come online normally, and that's understandable. But at the same time, his team like has just been so on point. And I mean, a Tinker taking out an Ursa, even with help, is not normal. Global Silence comes out, but what's the follow-up? There isn't any. The Icarus dive forward, drops the Fire Spirit on him, and they just used a big teamfight ultimate for nothing. The Dire's still... I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm ragging on the Dire a lot right now. But they're not out of this. That being said, Ursa did just fall to the two supports. Ursa just hits level 10 as well, or he just picks up his first talent. Yeah, he just hit 10. Yeah, it's a bad sign when the enemies... When everybody on the enemy team is at double-digit levels and you've still got guys at 7. Like I said, the Omni Knight's kind of the leader here on the Dire squad, but he's not... I guess he's just not dynamic enough. Like I said, the Dire still have a chance to come back from this, but they've got to get something going. And right now, Morphling is just running roughshod over the Phantom Lancer and the Bounty Hunter. He's a level 17 Morphling. He's already got his Lincolns. He's got his Maelstrom. He's working on a Manta style. He's taken down 3 towers on his own. And the Radiant currently have a 14,000 gold lead as the Lich takes down the Silencer in the mid lane. Really? Meanwhile, the Omni Knight, kind of the leader of the Dire squad, down. Both top and bottom lanes have just been destroyed by the Radiant. Mostly, well, actually not even by the Radiant, by the Morphling, who moves in. They're gonna high ground it already. They're high grounding it at just under 20. They're even kind of turning on each other. There goes the Phantom Lancer. The Tinker even came in. Is going to drop down the March of the Machines. And then they just start blasting down the tower. Yeah, the Dire are calling for the Radiant to end this.
Dire's top barracks are under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
The tier 1 on mid's finally gone for the Dire. And there's only Rax.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
I don't like calling it, but this is effectively already over.
Dire's middle tower.
The Radiant can throw this. There's a Mystic Flare just to take down the Silencer.
For the dead.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The Phoenix is even just healing the Morphling through the tower hits. This is, I mean, 37 to 13, 22,000 gold lead that hasn't slowed down really. I could sped up a little bit. and about a 25,000 experience lead. The only one of the Radiant not in the top 5 on net worth is the Phoenix, and he's just barely out of it because he's under the Omni Knight by about 700. Chain Frost thrown out on, I think, creeps. They're just holding the Dire in the base. This is effectively over. I mean, their Ancient's already down past half health. It's falling quickly. They killed two of the Dire in the fountain. That was a quick one. The Radiant just kind of grabbed hold of the reins and didn't let go for the better part of 15 minutes. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this. It was kind of lopsided, I know, but that's just how RanDOTA works. If you enjoyed, please hit like or favorite the video. You can also leave a comment down below if you have anything you'd like to say. And if you want to keep up with me and never see any of my current series, then please consider joining the channel, joining the squadron by subscribing to the channel. That does help me out, and I really do appreciate it. And of course, if you have a match you'd like me to check out and maybe cast, send me the match ID number. You find it here at the bottom of the score screen. As for that, folks, I have been D. This was, like I said, this was kind of a lopsided game, but it was still kind of fun. See you guys next week with another RanDOTA. Until then, good night and good gaming.